Just really neat. Hey, Pete. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this. Hello, everybody. Drew here. Tip of the mitt flips. Got, I think, 6 orders going out today, but let's get them pulled. Ended up being a snow day today, so let's do the old check and see how much work it's going to be for me to get out of my own driveway. Yeah, that's significant. That's a, I don't know, foot plus of snow, so that's going to be fun to dig out. Maybe because the kids had a snow day, I can make them do it, but of course, you know, they're too little. Not super helpful yet. First thing up is a black cowhide leather belt. Pretty sure that's in the old system somewhere. Thankfully, pretty visible. There we go. Just the plain belt, not anything attached to it. I'd picked this up at an estate sale. 2 belts and like 5 belt buckles, and I think at this point all the belt buckles are gone. Not positive on them. Might have one left. $19.99. Free shipping on that one. After that, another thing from the old system, Pyrex glassware, amber, don't know the number. Should have laid under my armpit, but this one right here with the lid, the amber Pyrex doesn't do great. It's okay. Definitely something when you're starting out, easy to find, has some value to it. Usually you can pick it up pretty cheap, but the cranberry is where the actual money is at. That's the ones you want to look out for, which is a purpley cranberry color. After that, Encore 5-ply multi-core 2.5 quart saucepan. Where is this located? That is B4. So B4. Ooh, that's going to be fun. I might be overloading my shelves a little bit. I know where everything is located because I'm using a coding system to tell me where everything is located, but it's taking too long to get to things. So I think I might start spreading out just a little bit. I think this is it here. Have to double check, but yes, I think that is it. It'll be easy to tell because the lid will say Encore, something like that. That one right there, that's a pretty good sale. It's kind of heavy. $27.99 plus shipping on that one. After that, one more of the 4x4x7 and a quarter. Still need to move these down. Getting harder to grab acrylic cases. I'll have to clean that one up. I had someone return 4 of them because they were a little dingy. I probably should have wiped down beforehand. Wasn't anything wrong with it, just they're used. So, you know, it is what it is. They want to return it, they can return it, that's perfectly fine. I'll relist them. Actually, it was the cylindrical ones, so the 4 that are coming back, I'll actually put them in a listing with the 2 cracked ones I have remaining and put it at a super discounted rate and just get rid of all of them. Because, you know, even with a crack in it, someone's going to find value in that. But that was $9.99 free shipping. And then last thing up to pull is a VTech something or other phone. And I think it's this one right on top. Let's double check though. The one button's pretty wore off, so it'll be easy to see if it's the same one. It is not the same one. Gotta have the square middle button. This one has the round middle button. Okay. There we go, right there. VTech with a scround square button. That's a new word that doesn't exist. Square round, scround. Only 2 more of the phones left, so be glad to get those out of here. But that's all for the polls today. Not a ton. You know, again, like a $80 day. February's beating me up right now, but like I've said before in the past few videos, it doesn't matter. You have to Be prepared for the slow weeks, the slow days, because it will balance out. You just got to keep working and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Also, I have going out, had a friend of mine that's a viewer reach out to me and wanted this Brett Favre cute little jersey here, number 4. And actually, I think he's just helping me out, but I'd mentioned this in a few videos ago. But this Aragon on CD audiobook. So Zach, thank you for picking those up. Probably drop those off maybe today, because I know there's a foot of snow, but I need to go to my storage unit. I don't want to dig it out. I don't, because we've had like 3 snowstorms since I dug it out last. So it'll be fun. Get the heart rate up, get a good sweat on. But I need a couple things out of there. I think I'm gonna pick up. I have a lot, like a couple hundred, I think, records. So I think I might pick those up and start listing those. I do need to order specific boxes, vinyl mailers for them. It's a type of box it's meant for records and books and things like that. You just fold in the sides and it makes it rigid. But I think I'm going to order those and pick up the records and start working my way through those, because that's a lot of listings that won't take up a lot of space. I think that'll start generating some better sales, because some of the stuff I've been listing lately, it's more of like trying to clear out what I have. So it's not like my top tier things, not the best stuff I've purchased. So I think that also is contributing to the slower sales. But it's something you have to do. You can't just keep piling up the bad stuff and then only listing the good stuff, or else you just end up with a pile of stuff that they call your death pile or money pile or whatever you want to call it. And sometimes you'll be surprised. You'll list the stuff you think is junk and it sells that day. But that's my plan for today. I can't get away from it. I bought a big card collection. So I say I'm not going to really talk about cards too much, but I bought a huge card collection. And after I get these packed up and shipped out back, I'm actually going to show you a couple just to kind of give you, I guess, to kind of drive home the point of the big boom in cards. And it's not an easy money maker. That's what everybody's thinking. Like, oh, I got these cards. No, that's not how it goes. It's still a small percentage of the cards from the junk wax era and even modern cards that are worth a lot of money, and the rest of it is very tedious. It's a pain in the butt. But we'll get to that later. So let me get these packed up and shovel myself out and head off to the post office. So went out, dug out the car. It's really nice out. It's like 32 degrees and it's like that snow where it's almost raining. So, it was okay. Shoveled, no big deal. Roads are a mess. People don't know how to drive, but you get used to that, I guess. People almost running into you. But I digress. I'm back, and I know I say things, and then 2 videos later, it changes. So I said it wasn't really going to be diving into cards too much, blah, blah, blah. But I came across another card collection. That's what I do. I buy the things that are available to me to resell to make money. This is not something that the average reseller should get into, because it's a pain in the butt, it's tedious, but for me, I enjoy it. It's a nice thing to end the day with, look up a few cards, sort some things, and it's a big enough collection where my plan is to cherry pick all the good cards to get graded, and then, which are very few, very, very few. And then there's enough of them that I think I can make multiple complete sets, and then I'll actually sell those on eBay, the complete sets, which don't bring a lot of money unless they're in really good condition, and it's still like 2 or 3 cards out of the set that are worth money. The rest of it, it's just a novelty because it is the complete set. You don't actually have to collect it. Someone collected it for you and present it to you. Now, the point of this part of this video is to give you a little, look out for this. Don't be fooled by the hype, because as you'll see, this card right here was in the collection I just got. Let me see if I can get her in there right there. This beaut right here is a sought after, in perfect condition, $12,000 plus card right here. Boom, 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 boom. That's the one you're looking for. Well, this one, and this is technically not the rookie. There's another one that is the Jordan rookie card, which is about 15 grand in perfect condition for that one. And as you'll see on the camera, this looks pretty good. Pretty good card. as far as like one in my collection. Okay, yeah, pretty good. But if you can get a look here, you'll see, if I can get it to focus, you'll see that corner has a bend, that corner has a bend, that corner has a little bend, not really, that one, not, yeah, definitely a bend on that one. The centering on the card is terrible. It is much further that way. You'll see what they call silvering or whitening on the edge, where you can see the inside of the card through the color. So this card, this in perfect condition $12,000 card, is like a $50 card. And that's the problem. Everyone is getting on the, oh, there's also, so maybe not even a $50 card, maybe a $25 card. You'll see there's a little bend right there too, which to the naked eye, you know, just looking at it, like right here, if it's in a pack or in a set, like, oh yeah, that's a good card, sure, whatever, you know, decent, Michael Jordan, cool. But that's why don't jump on the hype train unless it's something that you enjoy doing, as far as sports cards or memorabilia or collectibles in a niche like that where there's a lot of them, because it's like playing the lottery. People are losing their minds over cards right now, overpaying for unopened boxes like these, but actually more like this one, but unopened. And it's been quickly. Like 2 months ago, I could have bought this exact box unopened off eBay, like literally 2 months ago, for like $25. Now you're talking like $150 for that same box. Like it's not like a little jump. Like people are losing their minds, and it's fun. But I think it's like it, and I don't want to say Beanie Babies because it's not in the same realm, because people have been collecting cards since what, like the 1920s, 1910s. I don't know. Baseball's been around for infinity, so a long time. Cards will continue to have value, but what's happening right now, I think that's like it happened in the late 80s, early 90s, a bit of the fluke, a bit of the bubble. And what happens with the bubble, it inflates, it pops. But with cards, it kind of like inflates and then so it doesn't really pop and go to nothing. It just goes back to reality. So like I'm saying, dig out your cards, sure. Strike while the iron's hot. So if you have cards, you just don't want to deal with them, people are desperate and looking for them, throw them out there. They'll overpay for them right now. But this is why I spent 2 hours sorting through, I don't know, a few hundred, maybe 1,000 cards to find this card. And then once I find it and about poo my pants because this is the one you're looking for, and then I start looking at it and I go from like, oh my God, I got the one, to, oh, cool, that wasn't worth my time. But it was fun for me. For me, this is fun because I like doing that. It's something I did as a child, and it's a hobby. I just about creased that one in half. It's a hobby that I'm happy to get back into. It's currently, as you saw in the intro, kind of invading my desk, so that I have to do away with. It was that the person that owned this collection, I couldn't even believe it. I'm sorting through like the long boxes of cards, and it's just the junkers. They're all in pretty good condition in the boxes, but those long boxes still, that's not a good way to store your cards, because they can shift back and forth a ton, up and down, back and forth. It's not a great way to store cards. I'm going through them and they're in okay condition, so I'm like, okay, let me get to them. And it's like complete sets. Like there's multiples of almost every card in 91 NBA hoops or whatever one I was looking for, but they were cherry picked. There wasn't a single Jordan, Pippen. I found some like Malones and Barclays, which aren't really worth that much yet. They might go up in value, but they're, pittance comparatively. And then I'm like, okay, well, let me start with the worst one. And it's a shoebox, a giant, like size 12 boots box full of cards, double stacked, full, just some thrown in there, some just bent, and where do you think all the good cards are stored? In the shoebox. I'm just pulling out like $100, $200, $100, $200 cards that would be worth that if they were in good to perfect condition, but they're all trashed because they were in a shoebox, so they're goose egg. So still fun, still pulling out the good ones. At worst, it's quadrupled my personal collection, and I'll get out a bunch of full sets for a bargain price at worst. So that's, it's a bit of a warning. Don't do it unless you think it's going to be fun for you, or sealed boxes, because like I said, for that one right there, people are out of their minds, and it's the lottery. That's what they're playing, the lottery. They're like, okay, yeah, let me buy the $3,000. I think that's what it's up to right now, to get a box that this card comes in is $3 to $5 grand, something like that, for a chance at getting this card and it being perfect. Because you could get this card and it could be like in the corner of the box, and the box had gotten dropped once and this card's junked. Or it could be that the centering, like this one, is just off. And then you've paid $5 grand for a box of cards trying to get the $12,000 card. And then you get the card and then it's only worth like $5 grand. So it's a wash. So if you're a card collector, sure. If you're doing it for profit, you're just going to end up with disappointment. It's not. And as far as like investment, future investment, it's going to come down to earth eventually. It's going to come back to where, reality should be for collectible cards, which is still a somewhat viable investment, but not like a bet the house type of thing. And so just be careful if you find some at garage sales. Garage sales, yeah, perfect. Pick it up for a couple bucks, you sort through it, you pull out a few good ones, you try to sell those or something, but unless it's something you really enjoy, I advise against it. Or sell them to me and I'll do it. I'll give you a cheap lowball deal, and then I'll do all the work and headache and hopefully find this card not trashed. Because honestly, I probably won't even send this in to get graded, because the fold right here, the crease, I mean, this is probably like a PSA, if I had to take a guess, like a PSA 4. So that's, a $25, $50 card at that point, maybe a $50 card. So, okay, sure. Maybe I'll get this one graded, sell this one, and then use that money to buy me a PSA 7 or something. I don't know. But just a bit of a warning, don't dive into everything that has the hype as far as resale goes. But that's going to be all for this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Like, subscribe, share. If you want to know when my videos come out, hit the bell icon. You'll know immediately. And be good to each other.